What is going on, guys? It is Ahmed and I am back today with yet another video for you all, and today we're going to talk about Dogecoin yet again. This thing has been on literal fire. It is not slowing down whatsoever. So as you can see currently, it's up 40% on the day. I'm on CoinMarketCap here, and you can see Dogecoin actually reached its all-time high of 61 cents earlier this afternoon. It's pulled back a little bit since, but guys, this thing is rallying and people are pushing towards this $1 Dogecoin. And do I think it is possible? Guys, anything is possible. Never ever underestimate the internet, right? So just from the last 7 days, this thing went from 25 cents a share, more than almost definitely doubled, almost en route to triple in just the last 7 days. So I know if we look at the 1 month chart, we know this thing surged all the way up to 41 cents a share. It pulled back pretty nicely, and if you guys recall, I did make a couple videos about Dogecoin. So I did say, here on February 7th, I talked about Dogecoin when it was at 7 cents a share, up 45% that day. So again, since that day, which was February 7th, 2021, we saw this thing continuously rise. It did have a little bit of a sell-off, but then again, it rose again. And I talked about this back on May 2nd. Just a couple days ago, it was at 38 cents a share. So since then, this thing has been rallying, and I said, in anticipation of what's going to be coming on May 8th, that is when Elon Musk is going to be coming on Saturday Night Live and talking about this whole thing, possibly, whether or not, he's going to be taking this persona of Doge father. Regardless, what we know is a lot more mainstream attention is being caught when it comes to Dogecoin, and this thing is on fire. And guys, I told you that never underestimate the internet. The internet can make things happen regardless. So if you follow the Reddit page or, whatnot, a lot of you could be, have bought into Dogecoin early on and have made a ridiculous amount of money. So I'm going to give my quick take on this, what I'm doing with Dogecoin. I did buy in, at 38 cents a share. So I initially bought in about 6 or 5 cents, and then I bought some more at 38 cents because I truly think this thing could really be pushed and squeezed all the way to $1. Now, before I continue, a lot of people are wondering, where do I buy Dogecoin? Remember, my channel is not for financial advice. Rather, I try to put you guys on the plays that I'm in. So for Dogecoin, if you go on Webull, this is just one stop that you can potentially use to buy your Dogecoin. They started allowing trading for Dogecoin back on the 20th of April. So it's been live for about 14 days or 2 weeks. But as you can see here, the reason I recommend Webull is that if you use the link below in my description or in the comment section that I'll add, you get 2 free stocks. The first free stock is between $2.50 and $250. And then when you deposit $100, so say you want to buy $100 worth of Dogecoin because you have that kind of risk tolerance, you get another free stock valued between $8 and $1,600. So just like that, you're guaranteeing a minimum of $10.50 and all the way up to $1,850. So use the link below, take advantage of free money, and also with BlockFi, get your $250 worth, up to $250 worth of free Bitcoin once you deposit X amount. That's again listed right in the description below. So let's continue. So Dogecoin, can this thing squeeze to $1? So a lot of people were naysayers, right? When I talked about this back in February on the 7th, I said, will Dogecoin reach $1? A lot of people in the comments, you could scroll down and read them. They're like, are you crazy? This thing is not going to go anywhere over even 10 cents. But guess what, guys? Those who underestimated, those who were, the naysayers, etc., they didn't foresee this happening. But guess what? This thing kept squeezing, went up to 38 cents, made another video, a quick update, and now, today, live, that you guys can see, 58 cents, hit 60 cents a share. So can this thing hit $1 based solely off of internet hype and people pushing it across, platforms, a lot of mainstream attention? You could see people like Mark Cuban, Elon Musk. A lot of people are talking specifically about Dogecoin. Yes, there's discussion about Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. Ethereum hit an all-time high and it broke $30,000. That is pretty big news. But for this meme coin, or was once upon a time a meme coin, I think we're going to see some true utility just because, again, people want to have this as part of their portfolios. People are excited about something like this. Again, giving power to the people instead of having power to, certain higher-ups, if you will. But regardless, with Dogecoin's current price action, do I think this thing can truly hit $1? Guess what? We underestimated it before. So I think there's a lot of fear of missing out happening right now. People are chasing the hype. So again, with that being said, anytime that we see anything spike up as much as this does, you always want to be careful, right? Because at any moment, guess what happened? Right when it peaked at 41 cents, how many people ended up losing money because of the little sell-off there? You could have pretty much lost 50% of your investment if you bought at the peak here. But if you kept holding, you were patient, you didn't buy in just because of fear of missing out. Rather, you started liking the idea of Dogecoin and the fundamentals, the foundation, as part of the blockchain, as a potential form of currency. And some point, someday in the future, then you'll say, hey, I'm going to buy this, I'm going to sit on it, and I'm going to forget it. But guess what? Not everyone did that. And so when there was some selling pressure, they sold off. But guess what? A few days after that, if you would have just held on, you made your money back. It took about a week or so. But now not only did you make your money back, but you potentially almost, again, 1.5, it's pretty much 1.5 times the price it was. So you would be up about 40 to 50% if you would have held on just a little bit longer. And that's what this is. Remember, I talk about it over and over in all my videos. And I've mentioned, what did Warren Buffett say, previously, right? Berkshire Hathaway, one of the most reputable people in the stock market, not in the crypto market, but the stock market, is Warren Buffett. So if we look at what he said in the past, he said the stock market, and the same thing goes for the crypto market. It's a vehicle to take money from the impatient to the patient, right? If we look at the all-time charts for Dogecoin, right? What happened back in 2017? This thing was at 0.001. Cryptocurrency started getting talked about. This thing massively flew up 10x in price, right? Was at 1 cent a share come January 9th, 2018, pretty much after the crypto boom. And yes, there was a sell-off that was pretty significant. But guess what? For anyone that decided, hey, I'm going to buy into Dogecoin and I'm just going to forget it, set it and forget it, guess how much money you made since then? If you bought in at half a cent a share, and that's 100x your initial investment, not 1,000, but 10,000% return on your investment if you would have bought and held your Dogecoin from 2018, just the last 3 years. If you would have held for 3 years, folks, 100x. So for every $1,000 you would have put in, say you're playing with money that you were willing to lose $100, that $100 today would be $10,000. That is not the kind of money that any impatient person can make, right? And people think that this is overnight. This is something that, Dogecoin, cryptocurrencies, even penny stocks, etc. This is money that will make you rich overnight. That's not necessarily true. And right now we might see this as, wow, Dogecoin is at 58 cents. It's a $75 billion market cap, which is just unfathomable, right? I saw this post on Reddit, and you could see it here. We could scroll up. And it talked about Dogecoin and the CEO, the co-owner, Regardless, I'm probably gonna have some trouble finding it on the Reddit posts here. But what did the post say? It was something along the lines of, Dogecoin's co-owner or co-founder sold all of his coins back in 2015 to buy himself a Honda Civic or Honda Accord, one or the other. He sold all his coins to buy himself a car. Okay? If he would have held his coins from 2015 when he sold all of them till now, 2021, he would be able to buy Honda as a whole. Not one car, not 100 cars, the entire Honda. Because look at what is Honda's market cap? Honda stock price. Let's just look at it quick. Honda Motors is worth $53.38 billion as an entire company and corporation, as a publicly traded company. Dogecoin, by market cap, according to CoinMarketCap, is at $75 billion. Guess who has a lot of regret right now? Not only is it just a person who was a retail investor or someone who was an investor in Dogecoin, it was the co-owner. So he lost a lot of money because of his choice of selling out, thinking that, wow, this thing 5x, 10x, whatever it might have been. But guess what? Never underestimate the internet. That has been my biggest, that's the biggest thing that I've been trying to give everyone as a takeaway from all my videos, is never underestimate the internet, folks. All these other coins, altcoins, etc. Yes, there's a lot of hype around them, but Dogecoin, because there's this target, right, that people are visualizing and seeing, $1, this thing could literally reach $1. But understand, once it hits that $1, because people are creating a new barrier for it. Because if there wasn't a barrier, the thing is, this thing could literally go to the sky high, to the moon, $300, $400, $500 billion market cap. because right now no one would ever assume it would reach 76 billion or even 7.6 billion dollars. So that's why I'm saying, when it comes to any type of cryptocurrency, any kind of altcoin, etc., always be careful and do your due diligence and figure out, hey, am I willing to buy this and hold it for the long term? If not, wait for it to cool down, because guess what? These are very volatile plays. They will go up and down. So I'm making this video now as a timestamp, again, as a reminder. This one is to tell anyone who has not bought into Dogecoin yet, do not have any FOMO or fear of missing out. Rather, potentially wait for it to cool down just like it has. There's an obvious trend here, right? I'm not even looking at technical analysis or anything, but you can see, it goes up, it surges, then we see a sell-off for a few days, comes right back up. So am I saying that it's not going to squeeze to $1 just currently on the trend that it's going with? It could possibly, but the likelihood is very low. So again, it could potentially sell off tomorrow or the next day, which can potentially find better entry points that you're willing to go into. But now we could be pretty comfortable and say, between 20 and 40 cents, it seems like that's where it was consolidating for a while, especially the 30 to 40 cent mark. But we'll see how long this ride goes, right? I'm just riding the waves, trying to see where it goes, because this is super enjoyable to watch, and it's kind of keeping my eyes off the bleeding stock market, because again, stock market is bleeding, cryptocurrency market is booming at $2.25 trillion market cap. Really, it's amazing. So again, thank you everybody for tuning in. I hope that you maybe just took anything away from this. And if you did, comment down below if you stuck around to the end of the video. I always like to see those comments saying, yes, I stuck around. If you did, put a moon emoji, Dogecoin, or a dog emoji, and a rocket ship. We'll see how many people comment that below. And until next time, everybody, keep investing.